this week we've been talking about the GE letters together at the end of words and how they make the J sound in words like page, edge, and change. Sometimes that GE pairs up with a D and sometimes with an N. Well, look at these three words. I'm going to read them and I want you to see if you can figure out what sound you hear at the beginning of each one. Gem, gel, gentle. What sound is it? It's that soft G sound again, isn't it? But this time it's where in the word? It's at the beginning of the word, not the end. Ah, that tricky English language. You never know what's going to happen. Here we have the soft G at the beginning of the word. G-E in gym. Now this kind of gym is not like to go to the gym to work out. That is G-Y-M. This gem is like a stone, a precious stone, like a diamond. Gem. Gel is like the kind of gel that you might put in your hair, okay, or something that's gooey. And then of course you know the word gentle. Now notice the GE in these words, guys. Do you hear the E? Listen. Gem, gel, gentle. You do hear the E in these words. Now remember, when GE comes at the end of a word, the E is silent, isn't it? But in these words, because it isn't at the end, this E is going to say something. It is not silent. And here, what is it? Is it saying it's short sound or long sound? Gem, gel, gentle. Saying it's short sound, isn't it? All right, so be on the lookout for that soft G sound at the beginning of words as well. There aren't many words like this, but there are some. Now, let's look at three other words here. I'm going to read these and I want you to listen for the J sound. Urgent, diligent, intelligent. Ooh, some big words there, lots of syllables. Intelligent, 4 syllables there. Where do you hear the J sound in these words? Is it at the end? No, it isn't. Is it at the beginning? No, you see it there, don't you? Where do you hear that soft G sound? Look at this. It's in the middle of the word. So this GE can move all around right there in the middle of the word. Now, is the E silent? Listen. Urgent, diligent. No, the E is also saying the short sound here, isn't it? But notice, listen, when we say these words, sometimes it sounds like eh. We say it like urgent or diligent. We say it so quickly, sometimes it can sound more like a short I, but it is making the short E sound there most of the time. All right, so it can come at the end, at the beginning, in the middle. All right, listen to 3 more words here. Ginger, magic, margin. All right, do you notice something different here? What letter is coming after the G? Look at this, it's G-I. Now, is the G still making that soft G sound? Is it still saying J? Ginger, that's a spice. Magic, margin, yes, it's still saying J, isn't it? But instead of G-E, it's G-I. Same thing here, guys. There are not many words that you'll see this, but there are some. But here, notice it is making the short I sound. Ginger, magic, margin, okay? So most of the time you'll see G pairing up with E to make that J sound, but sometimes it can also be an I. Okay, we're going to look at page 124. So go ahead and grab page 124, put it in front of you. The words that we're going to read here, a lot of them are the words that we just read together. And it looks like this. Okay, let's just read through them. You are going to go back through and circle the GE or the GI. Okay, and all right, let's just go down the first column here. We're going to get started there with gem, G, gel, gentle. Okay, let's go up to the second column there. You have an ER in the middle of that. So even though you have the GE saying J, you also have the sound. Germ, gin, ginger, magic. Okay, the third column, margin, tragic. Notice magic and tragic, they rhyme. They're spelled exactly the same except for the beginning sounds. And then the last one is urgent. That means something is very important. Urgent. And the GE is in the middle of that word. Now I want you to notice something quickly here about the word ginger. Did you notice? Maybe you did. Maybe you noticed that I forgot to say something about that. Do you see that there is also a GE in ginger? So this word has GI at the beginning, GE near the end, or I guess we could say that's more in the middle, and they both say the soft G sound. Ginger. Now that is an interesting word.